Don't ever let somebody tell you you can't do something. Not even me.
Because if you're willing to go through all the battling you got to go through to get to where you want to get, who's got the right to stop you?
People can't do something themselves. They want to tell you you can't do it.
But until you start believing yourself, it's over.
Hi, come in.
Hi.
Amy?
Yeah.
Dustin.
Nice to meet you.
Have a seat. All right. Well, we're here today to kind of review you and your lifestyle choices. From what I hear, you kind of met a little bump in the road and you kind of would like to get back on track and kind of promote a healthier you. So that's kind of our goal today, is just kind of get you motivated and kind of go in the right direction of where we want to kind of gauge things and help you out the best that we can. Basically, can you kind of just start off kind of telling a little bit about yourself, maybe things that you enjoy, what you're doing right now, maybe some like strengths and weaknesses, things that, or anything that you think is kind of important to kind of who you are and what's going on.
Yeah, well, I play here on the volleyball team, and it's been a really big part of my life. It's a really big time commitment, and so I revolve a lot of my time around there. And so, basically just like working out, hanging out with my friends, kind of that kind of stuff.
What are you going to school for?
Social work.
Social work. Is that a pretty busy major?
Yeah, for the most part.
Okay. Outside of volleyball, what kind of things do you kind of do?
I just try and hang out with my friends and family as much as possible.
Do you have any strengths, weaknesses, do you think, personal? I mean, they don't have to be a big question, just things that you think pop out in your head right now.
I think I'm a big people person, so that
Okay.
helps a lot. But I try and work hard, and so especially like with volleyball, I'm a hard worker.
Now, are you still competing in volleyball? Are you done with volleyball? Like,
I just finished my last season.
Okay, that's cool. So what kind of reasons are you here today for that we kind of can help you out?
Basically, I hurt my hip during my last season, and so I'm just trying to get back into a normal workout routine.
Okay. So basically, you just want to get more physically active.
Yeah.
How long have you been out?
It's been 3 months since surgery.
Okay. Yeah. Now, outside of athletics, like how can you see yourself changing? Like, what would you like to do different this time, kind of outside of sports? Because you're not, that world is kind of done now that
Yeah.
you're graduating. So what kind of things would you like to do that would kind of promote this goal of yours?
Yeah, I think back when I was playing volleyball, a lot of heavy lifting and stuff like that was really a big deal. And so I think now I don't really want to focus on heavy lifting. I want to kind of work on more aerobic kind of workouts.
Okay. Well, you were in, I guess it doesn't have to really be in sports, but it'd probably be more attainable to that. What kept you motivated to be physically active? Were you more like a self-motivator, or were you kind of, did your team or coach have to motivate you, or were you both?
I was a little bit of both. A lot of times it was myself motivating myself, just because I would be living at home in the summer, and so like before season I would have to do it by myself. But the last 2 summers I was able to live here, and so I was able to get my teammates support too, and it made it a lot easier.
Okay.
So.
Do you see any concerns with your personal motivation with wanting to be physically active?
Now since I don't have like a season to be training for, it's a little harder, but
Okay.
I think I'll be alright.
Okay. I know that the social aspect in being physically active can really help somebody, who, especially if you kind of a self-motivator, but you also like the extrinsic motivation too. So like, it'd be kind of beneficial maybe if you had like a friend maybe, or a family member,
Yeah.
that could kind of join, you could talk to them about your goal, and maybe they have the same goal, and you guys can kind of morph or go into one. And having that person with you could definitely help. Can you think of anybody that maybe you would like to kind of talk about that, or any ideas that you want to
Yeah, maybe my roommate Sarah would be a good option. She is currently working out now, and I think I could just like work out with her and kind of get up to her level where she's at.
All right, from what you've told me, you've had surgery performed in the past on your hip. How do you feel like there's any limitations from that you feel today? Could be physically or mentally. Mentally is definitely a huge aspect, so you can kind of elaborate on how you feel with those
For a while,
things.
I felt like I had a lot of physical limitations, obviously, but for a long time, like I just recently got cleared to start jumping and really start playing volleyball last week, and so mentally I wasn't ready to move on, even though my body felt like it was. Because my hip hasn't hurt now for probably a month now, and so it's,
Okay, that's good.
yeah.
With physical therapy, how was your experience with that?
It's been a really positive experience. At the beginning, we were just doing like small things like stretches and range of motion kinds of stuff, but now it's kind of like I go there and it's like a personal trainer, so it's really hard, but it's working towards a goal, so it's.
So they're pushing you there.
Yes.
How often do you go to?
Once a week.
You still go though.
Yep.
Once a week. How long do you go there for?
An hour and a half probably.
Okay. Today, do you feel like you have any physical limitations in strength compared to before you hurt yourself and
Yeah.
you're actually physically active? It could be strength, endurance, range of motion, any of those aspects.
Definitely. Endurance, definitely.
Okay.
Since I had 3 months where I haven't really been able to do anything, and also my range of motion is not what it used to be.
Okay. Has that affected you from being physically active? Are you at the stage where you can start jogging? Because you can start jumping now, so I assume you can start jogging.
Yeah, I just got cleared, so I haven't been able to like really get into the
Do
gym
any-
because I've been
Okay.
out of town.
Did they have you walking and jogging and that stuff before you quit to jump?
Not really.
No.
What
So-
will you lose or gain from being physically active? So, in other words, what things are you going to have to give up to meet your goal that you feel that you can give up?
Yeah, like I said before, I really like hanging out with my friends and stuff like that on my free time, and so I think a lot of times I'm gonna have to give that up, and that's gonna be really hard to do. And also maybe even like waking up early to go work out instead.
Kind of in general, what kind of things do you enjoy doing as like physical activity? I know you're a volleyball player, but once again, 4 years are done. I mean, you can play volleyball on the side, but there's other things out there.
Yeah.
What other things do you not want to do as a physical activity?
I definitely don't want to do the heavy lifting, but I do like the lifts that I was doing with volleyball, but I just will do higher reps with lower weight. And also just increase my cardio more
Okay.
than what I used to do during
Now,
volleyball.
with that, I know as being like with therapy, you did a lot of biking. You haven't
Mhm.
done much jogging, but you've been cleared to do that stuff. So, does biking, is that something that you're still interested in doing, or are you kind of do you like swimming? Are there like more specific aerobic exercises that you enjoy doing that you would like to kind of help that we can kind of incorporate into your plan?
Yeah, I don't mind swimming at all, and I really like doing the spin classes or something like that.
Are there any classes that you wouldn't want to do? Zumba, is it guts and butts and guts? I don't know. There's some goofy classes out there.
Yeah, I haven't heard of too many that I would not be opposed to.
Okay.
Or that I would be.
So you're not. Some people have kind of a lack of confidence going into those classes. Do you feel like that, or would you have to have a friend to go with you?
I think I would need a friend, but I don't have too much confidence issues.
Okay, so that's definitely something we can look into. Big part.
Mhm.
How do you personally feel that you formulate your personal goals and team goals? Like, what kind of things make you stay focused on that goal?
Yeah. Well, the team success is my main issue and stuff like that. So when I formulate my personal goals, it's really towards the team success and trying to like better the team.
Mhm.
So my personal goals are trying to like not only help the team, but by helping myself, it helps the team that way.
Okay.
Um,
Now that you really don't have a team, the team is you now. How can you take team success and apply it to yourself?
I guess just by setting goals and stuff like that, I
Okay.
think it can help me in the long term.
All right, definitely. Goal setting, especially like the short-term goals, will help with that. I definitely can see that. So basically, seeing things that are measurable and success, seeing that you're able to progress, keeps you focused to want to do more, basically. Another big thing with goal setting that keeps people motivated is rewarding yourself. Are there any things that you can kind of that interest you for rewarding that we can kind of put in to your SMART goal process?
I kind of like the thought about like just buying like new workout equipment or kind of stuff like that as like rewards.
Mhm.
I kind of like that.
Yep. And another important aspect on top of rewards is monitoring your progression through this whole process. And is there any ideas that you can kind of think that we can help kind of do that? It can include maybe formulating some kind of structured document for you, or whatever you feel like is something that you would really like from us. That would
Yeah, I kind of like the thought of maybe like a workout workout schedule just to like kind of work on time management with that in my classes. Maybe like a workout program, maybe like working with my physical therapist and stuff.
With the workout program, we can definitely go back to the things that you like to do and kind of get that put into the program. We can also kind of build a new one. That's kind of, you've been so used to the routine of volleyball, like heavy lifting, doing the same things, and sometimes it's hard to get out of that. Even when you want to get back into being physically active, you resort to those things, and you might not have the best outlook on some of those things because sometimes you didn't want to lift heavy and stuff. So formulating something new, kind of like fresh to you, is something that'll definitely motivate you, challenges yourself to not get back into that routine. Doing something new definitely motivates you to want to try to do better. Some other ideas with tracking journaling. I don't know if you ever thought about, do you journal?
No, I don't.
Does it sound like something that would maybe interest you?
I could maybe try it out.
Okay. Now journaling, obviously, is not going to be like writing your feelings, like your daily feelings of what happened, like your boyfriend broke up with you. I mean, you could write those in there, but journaling is going to be more towards your goal. So if you were going to work out, every time you go in there, you can write, oh, today I just like writing on how exercises went, and like today I added 5 pounds to this, or today I ran a little harder and I felt tired, but I felt really good after. Just being able to, it might not seem important now, but like once you get to your goal, you can go back and look at all these things, and you can see yourself and how you're physically and mentally changing through the process. And it's a good way to kind of track where you're going and where you want to go. So I think we have a good start, and my motivation team are going to analyze this, and we're going to have you come back in again. We're going to kind of grab everything that we had today and kind of start building different things, communicate with your therapist and see what ideas they have. So we're definitely going to meet up again and see what we have come up for you, and then we'll kind of, it's a building process. We'll see what happens after.